house roast, bitch. On an open fire, bitch. What's up, guys? It's me, Rebecca, OnlyBlackGirl, checking in with y'all before we all disperse for the holidays. Hey, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do a last Black History 365 for the year? And what better topic to cover around the holidays than Kwanzaa? For those of you who don't know what Kwanzaa is an African American holiday that celebrates a bunch of basically like Black traditions and values, and it takes place over 7 days from December 26th to January 1st. What I did is I did a bunch of research, because honestly, like, Kwanzaa is one of those things like I've known about and it's talked about, but it's not like, at least for me personally, maybe it's just because I grew up in a white family, but I don't know anybody who actually celebrates Kwanzaa. So I didn't really know much around like the actual purpose or the history or the traditions that Kwanzaa takes place. So I did a bunch of research on it, and it's actually really great, and I might implement it into my own family when that happens. So what I'm gonna talk about today is just like the history of Kwanzaa, where it came from, what it celebrates, and like what are some of the common ways people celebrate it. And yeah, we're gonna get into that. It's so super cool. I had a lot of fun researching this. Before we do a deep dive into all that fun stuff, yeah, I know it's been a minute since we had like a real video, but y'all know the drill. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, baby. Like, what are you doing, baby? Just hit that subscribe button. Like, it's right there, girl. It's like right there. Just hit the little red button and click subscribe, and we can like all go into the new year subscribe together, okay? Okay. Like I said, Kwanzaa is an African American / Pan-African, whatever term you want to use, holiday that celebrates like family, community, and culture. It was created in 1966 by a professor and the chairman of Black Studies at Cal State University, Long Beach. I know I'm about to fuck up the pronunciation of his name. Dr. Maulana Karenga. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all, but also kind of not really, because when I was doing research on this, I actually found out that this man is kind of a piece of shit. Like, sis, we're not really gonna give you credit for that, okay? I'm just gonna scoot you right on out the picture, okay, and get to the point of the holiday. Okay, all right. What he did is he studied a bunch of African first fruit harvest celebrations, and he combined a bunch of different aspects from different like African cultures and celebrations and traditions that he was researching on this topic, put them all together to form Kwanzaa. The two that he mentioned the most was of the Ashanti tribe and of the Zulu tribe. And then yeah, in 1966 he created the first Pan-African holiday, which was Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa actually celebrate. I'm glad that you asked. So Dr. Who Shall Not Be Named, he said that his goal behind creating this holiday was to, quote, give Blacks an alternative to the existing holiday and give Blacks an opportunity to celebrate themselves and their history rather than simply imitating the practice of the dominant society. So specifically, what Kwanzaa actually celebrates is what he calls the 7 principles of African heritage: unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Those are like the 7 principles that Kwanzaa celebrates. I'm gonna leave my sources down in the comments so you guys can go through, and if you want to read kind of more in depth like what each of those are supposed to like represent. Because moving into the last thing that I want to talk about are the rituals and traditions around the celebration of Kwanzaa. So as you probably have seen, the kind of main symbol or centerpiece of Kwanzaa is the candles, right? It's the 7 candles, one's black in the middle, and then there's 3 white ones on each side. So what happens is each day, the first night, the black candle in the middle is lit, and you talk about unity, which is the first principle. On the December 31st, on the 6th day of celebration, you have what they refer to as a feast of feasts. Basically, it's like your big ballin' Christmas dinner, right? Everybody come out. This is when you bring all your family, your friends, your girlfriend that you don't like. Everybody comes together. It's usually very traditional. You know, people wear their dashikis or whatever traditional garb that they wear. There's usually lots of music and dancing. It's just a big celebration. Now you're wrapping up everything. You've discussed all these principles, and now we're just celebrating being black, because being black is fucking lit, bitch. I was trying to find like specific traditions people do, and basically there isn't like one specific way to celebrate it. When I was the sources that I was looking at was like every family kind of has their own twist on it, but basically some of the main components that take place is there's drumming, there's music selections, there's usually like a reading of some sort of African literature, usually what they refer to as an African, basically just a big ass black party. So that has been the history of Kwanzaa. Always, like I said, I'm not a historian, I'm not nobody's professor. I just use Google and I do research, I find the basics, and I present it to y'all. If y'all want to know more, you can use Google and find it out yourself. I just thought it was great because I think it is important to discuss those principles of creativity and unity and being and working together and all those things. I feel like that's one of the things that the black movement is missing today. So I feel like we stopped talking to each other, right? I feel like we're not on the same page. We stopped communicating with each other, and it feels like it's like every black for themselves out here. And I think that bringing back something like this, something simple as just conversations, even within your family, about the state of blackness today, about the black experience today, would be it's super important. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great holiday, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrating, bitch. Have a great time. I will see you guys in 2019. Hey.